You know I've done it again, so. In yesterday's video, I said Casey Neistat is missing out by not vlogging because it's sort of cutting off that two-way conversation that you know creators have with their audiences. Yeah. Guess what video he's just put up? He's missing vlogging.
Oh, I knew it, that would happen.
That just seems to happen all the time with me. Whenever I make a video, before the video goes up, almost always the thing I'm talking about winds up. Unfortunately, it's too wet for my proper skateboard, and might even be raining soon, which makes it too wet for my proper camera. The rest of my family have gone without me to the playground, but I'm going to catch them up. So anyway, good morning. Just been a bit of a catching up session this morning because whenever I spend the whole day in the car, there's always an element of needing to get back on top of things. Hey Jazzy, you being a good boy?
No.
Oh, alright, you skateboard, mummy.
Okay, I'll skateboard.
Sorry. Steer by leaning, cheers.
Here's Daddy. Here's Daddy.
You're a natural, Soph.
Daddy.
That is a what, Soph?
It's a depressed egg yolk.
Right.
It's called...
And it's an invasive species, is it? Careful with that, Jasper.
Yeah,
you don't want them getting out, they'll multiply. I had wanted to give that a run because the batteries are fully charged from the other day, and I try not to leave fully charged batteries just sitting there for any longer than I absolutely have to, because it's not good for the longevity of them. Okay, oh, it's raining. Raining on my camera. Great. We're heading off home. I'm just going to grab the car seat. My parents have been having all sorts of Windows trouble this morning, and I don't mean Windows, I mean Windows. Why does it just slow down all the time? Then after a couple of years it's like, internet? What internet? Ugh. Unbelievable faff. Are you Snapchatting?
No.
I need to get onto Snapchat. My social media skills are awful.
Jasper, tell me about Gudjitama.
Gudjitama was broke.
He's not, he's a depressed egg yolk.
Depressed egg yolk?
Poor Gudjitama. Do you like Gudjitama?
Yes. Gudjitama is my favourite character.
Is he?
I still don't understand what happened to my parents' laptop. Yesterday, the internet stopped working on it. It's Windows 10. It's quite an old laptop. My dad and me and my mum all had a go at making the internet work, and no matter what we clicked on or what we tried, no dice. So in the end, my dad did a completely clean, fresh install of Windows. And now apparently it's going miles quicker than it has for years, and the internet's working again. I mean, it just seems like madness. It's not like they've installed anything on it. I think they've installed Firefox. I think that is the only program that's actually been installed on that laptop. So Microsoft, I think you still need to do some additional work on your Windows operating system, because I've been using Ubuntu for years and I've never had to do a fresh install because it just stopped working, or for that matter because it slowed down. And my Mac doesn't seem to be slowing down yet. Admittedly, I've only had that
for...
for...
and I haven't even installed Sierra. In fact, maybe I should do that tonight.
Yeah.
Why do you make that face?
I don't know, I just always make that face. You probably should. I mean, I installed Sierra, it seems fine. I've not had any problems with it. I was a bit hesitant to install it because I was concerned that, you know, I know that every time you update Linux, the laptop will get faster and faster, basically just because the drivers get better and better written. That's the majority of the reason. And the software gets more and more advanced. Every time you update Windows, it gets slower and slower. And every time you update Mac, question mark. I mean, it just seems mad that in this day and age, they're still you know, people are still pumping out operating systems that get slower over time for no good reason.
It's just ridiculous, but isn't that their whole remit to make something, make IT,
A massive pain in the butt.
useless, what's the word?
Planned obsolescence.
That's
Yeah, it probably is something like that. But honestly, the only thing that is not brilliant with Linux is it would be great if a few more applications, commercial applications, were supported on it. And it would be fantastic if you could buy it pre-installed, because it is a bit nerve-wracking when you spend a lump of money on a laptop and then you immediately have to nuke the operating system and put a whole nother one on and just cross your fingers that everything works. That is not ideal. That's not that's not a mainstream solution. Okay, this is the mobile phone in-car at night vlogging solution. Just turn the LED torch on. We're currently just waiting at Tesco's. Soph is supposed to be quick doing some shopping. Honestly, that's never happened before, so I've probably been a little bit gullible in agreeing to it. I mean, it's been sort of 15-20 minutes. I've read the whole of the BBC News website and still no sign of Soph. There were a couple of interesting things that leapt out at me while I was reading the BBC. I quite like the idea to ban diesel cars from the centre of London. Apparently the Doctors Against Diesel campaign group, which presumably is made up of doctors who are against diesel, are pushing the Mayor of London and or the government to ban all diesel cars from London. They reckon 9,400 people die a year in London prematurely because of these dirty polluters. I think it'd be a good idea. I hope it actually happens. And I know people are like, oh, it'll cause untold misery and be totally impossible and unworkable. And I disagree. I think it will actually be workable. Maybe not banning all diesel cars everywhere. Have you dropped your car? Right, hang on a minute. Here you go, Jasper. And Mummy should be back any minute now, hopefully. I think it'd be great. Ban diesel cars quite quickly. If you start banning diesel cars from city centres, or even just saying that you're going to ban them in 2 or 3 years' time, you will see the purchasing habits of consumers shift quite dramatically and quite quickly. I think, although it would be nice to ban the older cars, you know, first, or, you know, certainly as well, actually I think in order to be reasonable to people who have bought diesel vehicles in the past in good faith, some sort of scrappage scheme needs to be introduced in conjunction with, you know, something like all new vehicles are banned from the centre of London. That's reasonable. I mean, that way, if you're going to buy a diesel car, then you know that you're not going to be able to drive it into London. And I think these sorts of measures are, you know, there's always a way with these things. You just want to try and not disproportionately affect people who have made decisions in good faith. That's what I think. A bit like the way that Tesla don't want to charge existing customers for the use of their superchargers, because, you know, I bought my Tesla believing I would get free use of the superchargers forever, and hopefully that will continue to be the case. Although now that I've put it in a video, almost certainly by the time it goes up, Elon Musk will have announced a change to that policy. Hopefully not. Actually, you know what? I've been meaning to try this sort of manifestation thing out. You know, we need to explore the limits of it. So far, more or less whenever I talk about anything, some great big bit of news turns up before the video goes live. So maybe what I need to do is say, yay, we're going to win the national lottery, or we've won the national lottery, and then go buy a ticket. So tomorrow I'm going to go buy a ticket, and then hopefully before this video even goes up, we'll have won the national lottery. And then I can get Sophia a Tesla Model X or S. What do you reckon? Do you think Mummy would want a Model S or a Model X?
A Model X.
Oh, okay. She wants a Model X, does she? It would be quite cool. I'm going to stick with this car. I've still got to get it up to 200,000 miles, and at the moment we're only on 60,500. So we've still got quite a way to go before I get to replace my car. Well, we're back. We're all in. It's all good. I'm Got this camera in manual focus at the moment, so I might be fuzzy or I might be okay. But what that does mean is that it shouldn't have that funny noise in the background. I think this is the point where I say goodbye. I hope you've all enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next instalment of my daily vlog. Bye. You know what? I think this mobile phone vlogging light thing actually works quite well.
I'm Daddy. Mummy's taking a long time.
Yeah, she is taking quite a long time, isn't she? Might give her a ring in a minute if she doesn't hurry up. She's probably buying a lot of things. You know what Mummy's like when she goes shopping.